Hello everybody, this is Chris, Kerbal Space Program Hard Mode Career. So what I have here is a launch of a space station. We're calling it the Kerbal International Space Station, or KISS for short. So the first thing I did is created a habitation module as well as a life support storage. So I used a bunch of different types of storage. I used the life support, I used water, oxygen, and food in the 2.5 meter varieties. So there's about 2,200 Kerbal days worth of life support on this thing. And then there's also solar panels and stuff. And as you can see at the top of the right of the image here is the life support stuff. And then we have, docking ports. We also have a couple antennas and the habitation module, which can hold 4 Kerbals by themselves. So this is the launch, and then the circularization orbit. I cut out a bunch of stuff where I'm going back and forth through the maps and stuff like that, just to kind of keep the video from getting a little bit mundane and repetitive. So it was my final burns to get into a circular orbit, and I think I'm close to about 150,000 meters is my orbit. So now here's the next module, which is actually a fuel module, and this will be just it's one of the smaller tanks, but it's bigger than the stock tank. This is a KW rocketry tank, and then I actually have a smaller stock tank with it because the weight was a little bit different. So I wanted to kind of keep the weight down but have as much fuel as I could, and the launch vehicle could actually take it. So I'm just gonna set up a rendezvous and with the station itself, and then I'll end up docking. I had to do this about 3 or 4 times and I cut all that out, but because the satellite network was just not good enough, and I was losing connection. So I ended up having to put up about 3 or 4 more satellites in the meantime, and then I was able to kind of get a coverage that would work. And I also, there were times when I lost connectivity with the with whatever I was flying. So I had to go around a couple times or do something like that, but basically that's it. And I have the docking fish, Navy fish docking alignment tool, and that's very helpful. And if you do a lot of docking, or if you're going to, you want to get that. And your green arrows or the green lines are kind of your orientation is with your speed. So if the cross of the green is in the center, then you're heading straight towards. It's a little bit complicated to explain, but as you use it, you get a feel for it. And then you have your vector and your docking alignment on your docking port, and kind of just guide you in. As you can see, everything's kind of centered crosshair wise and everything. So that was a good vector, and then I ended up connecting to the docking port on the station itself. So basically that was it. Now what we're going to be using this for is going to be mostly for longer range missions where fuel might need to be transferred because the launch stage doesn't have enough to get you to the transfer window and stuff like that. So always good to have a station. Now on this station, which I didn't have recorded, was I actually put a communications hub module, and it was basically just some structural parts. And I had 4 of the medium distance communitrons that undeploy or deploy and unfold, and also 2 of the dishes that go to like the Duna range. So I put those on here as well. Now, if I put another habitation module or a communications module, I'm sorry, or a command module, and I have a total of, I think it's 6 Kerbals on this station, it becomes a command link. So I don't have to have a direct, like this could be used as basically a Kerbal Space Command would be, and then I can use this as a staging or a command control base, so I can, have satellites that connect to this instead of connecting back to Kerbal Space Command. So it gives you an option and a little bit of flexibility. But that's about it. And in the future, I plan to put a few more fuel tanks, maybe an RCS tank, and get that going so we can, make sure we have enough of resources to go other places. And once this is crewed, we're going to have to maintain a life support quantity on here because we're going to need to keep the Kerbals alive. So then we'll have missions where we have to resupply the water, food, and stuff, and take out all the negative things like carbon dioxide and waste and stuff like that. So that'll open up a kind of a new frontier of missioning, because with the life support system, Kerbals will die if they do not have the correct life support amenities. So hopefully you check back, and with that I will leave you, and I'd like you to subscribe, comment, and check back for future videos. Thank you.